Part 1, The Secret Files. In the world of the rich and powerful, there are stories that nobody wants to talk about. Stories hidden behind closed doors. Stories locked away in secret files. Jeffrey Epstein was a wealthy man with powerful friends. He lived a luxurious life. Private islands, expensive houses, and a network of connections. But behind this glamorous world, a dark truth was growing. Epstein was accused of serious crimes involving young girls. These crimes shocked the entire world. When reporters looked deeper into his life, they found links to powerful people in politics, business, entertainment, and even royalty. For years, these files were kept secret. People wanted answers. Who helped Epstein? Who knew what he was doing? And why were these documents hidden? In 2019, before a full trial could happen, Epstein died in prison. His death raised suspicion everywhere. Was it really suicide? Or did someone want to silence him forever? Now, the secret documents called the Epstein Files are being opened. These files contain names that could shake governments and change reputations forever. The truth is finally coming into the light. Part 2, The Island of Shadows. Far away in the Caribbean sits a private island called Little St. James. It looks like paradise, blue seas, white beaches, warm sunshine. But many call it the Island of Shadows. This was Epstein's island. From the outside, it looked like a dream. But survivors say inside, it was a nightmare. Private jets brought famous guests. Security cameras watched every corner. Staff were told to stay silent. Visitors included businessmen, actors, scientists, and even politicians. Survivors later spoke of young girls being brought to the island with promises of a better life. Instead, they were trapped and afraid. The island became a symbol of power, control, and silence. After Epstein's death, investigators searched the island. They found documents, flight lists, and photos, pieces of a much bigger story. The island was no longer a secret paradise. It became a crime scene. Part 3, The List of Powerful Names. Inside the Epstein Files, investigators found a long list of names. Names of global influence. Flight logs, visitor records, emails, photos, all showing connections to Epstein. Some names were expected. Others shocked the public. Politicians, billionaires, celebrities, even royalty. These people once moved in the highest circles of power. But now, their names appear in documents linked to a criminal world. News channels around the world published every update. The story was no longer just about Epstein. It became a story about power and silence. The question now was not if these names were connected, but how deeply. Part 4, The Victims' Voices. The most important voices in this story are the survivors. For many years, they stayed silent, but now they speak. They explain how they were promised education, opportunities, and money. Instead, they were controlled and abused. Some were too young to understand what was happening. Some tried to escape, but couldn't. They lived in fear for years. These voices are brave. They are strong. They want justice, not only for themselves, but for every person who was hurt and every voice that was ignored. Their courage is pushing the truth forward. Part 5, The World Reacts. The release of the Epstein Files has become a major global event. Governments, journalists, and millions of people are watching. Lawyers search through hundreds of documents. Politicians deny involvement. Famous people stay silent. But silence no longer hides the truth. Survivors fight for justice. The world demands answers. The files are opening, and history may change because of them. More names may appear. More truths may rise. And the search for justice continues to grow. Part 6, The Legal Backlash. Pressure rises in the United States. Lawmakers pass a new law demanding the release of the Epstein Files. Government agencies now face a deadline. They must show the world what has been hidden. Inside the system, some people want full transparency. Others want to hold back certain documents, saying investigations are still ongoing. A legal battle has begun between those who want truth and those who want control. The countdown has started. Part 7, The Countdown to Truth. Time moves forward. The day of release gets closer. Inside governments, fear increases. Powerful people prepare statements, and lawyers Journalists prepare headlines. Online, millions wait for every update. Every page could expose a secret. Every line could change a reputation. This story is no longer about one man. It is about the system around him. Truth is coming, step by step. Part 8. The shadows push back. As the truth gets closer, resistance grows stronger. Legal teams push for delays. Important figures work behind the scenes to slow the release. Some hope the files will never see the light. Survivors have seen this before. Power trying to silence pain. But now they are not alone. The world is watching, and the shadows are losing control. Part 9, Names in the Light. The first batch of documents is released. Headlines explode. Screens fill with updates. The world finally sees names once protected by silence. Some deny involvement. Some disappear. Some hire entire teams to protect themselves. But the process has begun. And now, the truth has a voice that can't be stopped. This is only the beginning. Part 10, Consequences Unfolding. The law demands full transparency, and the government must follow it. Documents are now being unsealed in courts. Investigators move through years of evidence. Victims watch closely as the truth comes forward. The consequences will reach far beyond Epstein. It will test systems. It will test power. It will test the meaning of justice. History is changing one page at a time.